obviously you're getting ready to do Ghostbusters. The thing that I find about the movies, this is your first time experiencing fandom online that is breaking down scripts and stories before you've started shooting.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're now entering that realm of things are getting ruined before you've even like started doing anything.
Yeah, yeah.
What is this experience like for you as a filmmaker, sort of finally seeing this side of it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's been challenging. I kind of innocently stepped into this because, you know, I love Ghostbusters, and then they were trying to get me to do the sequel, and I was like, I don't know how to do that. And then when I kind of had this idea of like, wait, if I do it with these funny women, that's interesting to me, and I have a lot of ideas, and then kind of announced it, and kind of like, oh, this would be fun. It would be so, and then just like, oh my God, like, because the first wave is always like a huge enthusiasm on the internet. I just find that anytime the first wave, they're like happy, all these people who like you come in, and then you're like, that's great, and then it just disseminates out. It takes like a day sometimes, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, and it's just like bam, 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 and you start getting hit. And look, I get it. I'm not one of these guys, you fuckers, you know. It's like, these things mean a lot to people. And everything I've done up till now has been original stuff. You know, I mean, Freaks and Geeks I created. You know, Bridesmaids was out of Kristen's head. The Heat came out of Katie Dippold's head. My new show, Other Space, that comes on YouTube, on Yahoo. That's came out of my head. But this is, you know, taking on a property that means a lot to people. I was out of college, just out of college when I saw the first one, and I loved it. It was a real game changer, like in the comedy world for me. But I wasn't 8 or 9 years old when it came out, and so there's the people I'm getting hammered by the most are guys kind of in their late 30s, you know, who grew up, who ran around their neighborhood in those costumes, and I completely get it. I completely get it. And so all you can then kind of do is go like we were talking about earlier, like, just, I don't know what to tell you. You just gotta. I don't even say trust me, because that's
no, but
just go like, just wait.
No. But here's the thing: you actually can say that because you have a great track record. You make good movies and you've made good shows. You know how to direct. Just tell people, like, fucking relax. It's gonna be okay.
I know. Well, it's in their joke. Like the easiest way to say "fuck you" is say "trust me." So I'm always like, okay, I won't go that far, but yeah, all you can do is go like, I know what I do. All I can say is like, I'm coming into this so pure of heart.
Sure.
Just like with Peanuts, like, I'm not looking to fuck this up. If we do, I will feel horrible and I will flagellate myself till the end of my days. But all I can say, like, I think we'll pull it off. So
I'm assuming, because I got to wrap with you. I'm assuming. Can you tell people when and where you're going to be filming?
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be shooting interiors in Boston, and then we'll shoot exteriors. A number of the exteriors in New York. It's just shooting in New York has gotten very, very expensive.
They film a lot in Boston because of the tax incentives.
Yeah, well, we shot The Heat there, and we loved it.
When do you start filming?
June 15th is when we're supposed to start.
It's
fast approaching.
I'm assuming PG-13.
Yeah.
And I guess my last thing is, obviously Sony has a plan for really opening up the Ghostbusters universe. And it's interesting because they're hoping obviously to make franchises, to do a lot with it. How much have you spoken to them about that? And how much are you sort of being like, I'm making my movie, I'm doing my thing, whatever happens after is...
I'm pretty much that way. All I can think about is mine. I mean, this is something I came onto just because it's something I wanted to do that creatively I thought would be really fun. And, I know that Ivan's kind of making this deal with Sony, and I get it. I mean, if I had a property that big, I'd probably do that too. But all I can really care about right now is my four ladies, and making that movie as awesome as it can be.
Well, I'm going to go on record and saying I love the cast you put together.
Hey.
I cannot wait to see what you guys are doing, and fuck everyone who has an attitude.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
There it is. Let me hit stop.